delicious Singapore hawker food that I don't know, I guess everywhere in Singapore. Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Today, what we are doing is we are doing something different. We are actually exploring places that my subscribers, my commenters have left in my comments telling me of places that I should go and try. So I've collected all the places and I'm doing my yearly roundup where I will go to the places that you recommended me to go to and try the foods that you said is good. So join me after the intro while I'm doing just that. Welcome back. So where are we again? Where are we today? Well, we're at this place we have been to before called Upper Boon Keng Food Center. And we are here because someone suggested that there is a place here that I should try. And so I've decided, yeah, I should come back here and I should try the food that was recommended. But the direction that I was given is just to come here and to look for some place called something Chek Nasi Padang. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that Chek. And so I've been walking around, looking around, trying to find the place. And I've walked this row, I've walked that row, and finally I saw a queue and I thought, oh, maybe that's the place. And so this is the place I found. The name of the place is called Hjh Yang Chek Family. I guess I found the place and I've decided to join the queue and order some of the food from this store. Let's see how it goes. And as I was standing in line, I noticed that they sell something that I haven't seen before called Nasi Rawon. If I'm not mistaken, Rawon is actually an Indonesian beef soup which they use buah keluak as the main ingredient. So this is the dish. It cost me $3.50. This is the Nasi Rawon. So what you have is you have a sauce that is poured over the rice that is made from this buah keluak. And the sauce here is cooked with spices, nice spices, so it has a very nice savory, nutty, spicy sauce that goes extremely well with the rice. And then you also mix in a bit of the sambal to give it the extra kick, then sprinkle on top of it some seasoned coconut shavings which gives it a nice sweetness to it. Then you also have some really tender, really soft sotong, a bergedil, and cow lungs, which gives it a very nice, interesting texture and uses ingredients that you don't normally use or eaten with rice. And something interesting, something delicious, and I'm very happy that I tried it. And for our next recommendation, I'm actually at Tampines, at Block 519A, Tampines Central 8, at this place called Food Park, which is a coffee shop at the bottom of the block. And we're here to try some fish soup. They used to be at another location, now they've recently moved to this place here, and the name of the shop is called Wang Yuan Fish Soup. And here they make fish soup, but fish soup that is a bit pricey, and they have lots and lots of different fishes that you can choose from, different species of fish that you can choose as for your fish soup. And they also have a lot of different types of dips and chili sauce and extra things that you can pour into the soup. But what I ordered from here is their $8 combo soup. So you have a combination of fish, I guess, and then with the soup, I must say, is full of ingredients. You have lots of vegetables. You also have bitter gourd stuffed with minced meat and also the fish. The soup here is a bit pricey, and I felt that there's actually a lot of confusion or mixtures of flavors here that is a bit confusing. Like, you will sometimes get a very like a olive oil finish when you're drinking the soup, which is a bit different and not what I'm used to. And they also have too much variety of fish. I don't know about you, but for me, especially when you have fish soup and especially when you cook fish very well done, the differences when you cook the fish this well done from the fish species like maybe a grouper or maybe sea bass or maybe mackerel, the difference in the texture and the difference in the taste is very minimal, and most people cannot really tell the difference between the fishes. So I would actually prefer that instead of you offering me so wide a variety of fish to choose from, maybe you should spend more time concentrating on making main soup stock more flavorful. But maybe that's just my opinion. And up next, we are heading back to town. And at town, we are heading towards Chinatown to Hong Lim Food Center. And one of the recommendations I got was to come here and try at the first floor a stall that is called Morning Bak Kut Tea or Good Morning Bak Kut Tea. And so I decided to come here and try. So this is a stall, and what they sell here is they sell Bak Kut Tea. But their Bak Kut Tea here is slightly different than the normal Bak Kut Tea you get around Singapore. The one you get around Singapore is the peppery version. This one is supposed to be the more of the herbal version. And so I decided to order some Bak Kut Tea, which cost me $6.50. First of all, I must say the soup here is a bit sweet. The soup that comes with the Bak Kut Tea actually reminds me very similar to what you get from a pig trotter soup or pig trotter with vinegar, just that you don't have the vinegar, but you have basically that taste, non-sour, but that flavor in the soup. And I'm also not getting a lot of herbal flavor from the soup, but I'm getting a bit of a sweetness. But I must say, the pork ribs here, soft and tender, almost falling off the bone. The soup also goes well with the rice and the deep fried dough. Overall, a very interesting breakfast and something that I'm glad I tried it. And now we are actually at Alexandra Village Food Center, but we are not going to eat here. We're going to actually walk past here to go to the next place, and that's Alexandra Food Center. And as we are actually walking, we actually are walking past this coffee shop, which actually houses a zhi place. This zhi place is very famous. A lot of people come here to eat their zhi, but we are not going to eat the zhi here. But what I found at this stall is not recommended by anyone, but I bumped to it as I was looking for the other food, is this place called Wok In Burger. So the concept of this store is they sell you burger, but zhi inspired food. So I ordered from here this set here, which cost me $9.80, but it's actually a Marmite chicken burger. Yes, Marmite chicken. Something that you normally order with zhi, a dish you order, a dish that you order for people to cook for you. But here, they made it into a burger. And I must say, the burger here is tasty, fresh vegetables, and nicely balanced with the nicely, very well flavored, Marmite flavored chicken, crispy and cooked very well. Portion size of the fries is a bit small, but other than that, very well cooked burger. Other than that, they also have other types of burgers, like they also have a salted egg yolk, they also have coffee, chicken. So very interesting burgers they can come in and try and eat. Only thing is, it is a bit pricey. $9.80 for a coffee shop burger is a bit expensive. So this is the coffee shop where I found the interesting burgers, and right next to it, next door, is another coffee shop at block 127. And if you head further down there, you can find other interesting items. And so we're heading through here, and at this store is actually one of the recommended places that I wanted to try. But before we reach there, let's look at the store. The store is called KPT Kopitiam or KPT Coffee House, and at the other end, when we first came in, is this place here called Poh Cheu. And what they sell here is they sell some kueh and also a lot of breakfast items, which are getting harder and harder to find because a lot of these items here you need to have a lot of manpower to make, especially the soon kueh, where you actually need people to actually fold it up nicely. But what I ordered from here is a variety of different items. First thing here is this called ang ku kueh, which is actually a dessert item. I ordered from them the peanut and the banana and the mango flavor. So the one on the right is the traditional peanut flavor. So the ang ku kueh here is actually a bit thick, not as thin as other places. When you actually cut into it, you can see all the ingredients inside. The ang ku kueh here, especially the mango one, is interesting. The mango flavor is actually mixed together with some kind of beans, and so it actually has a very nice mango tanginess to it, and it actually complements the bean paste that they actually mix in here. One thing they do very well here is the nice soft sticky glutinous rice flour skin, which covers up the ingredients very nicely. The ingredients, I actually prefer the mango better than the peanut. The peanut doesn't have a very nice peanutty flavor coming for it. It's a bit more dense, but overall still a very good dessert item. And next up, we're having some glutinous rice, and so this is just normal cooked glutinous rice, and on top they put in some garnish like peanuts, deep fried shallots, some ikan bilis, which actually adds in a lot of flavor into the rice. And then next you have some epicus seeds. So this is actually a Hakka dish that is getting very hard to find nowadays. Basically, you have small little yam balls, and then you also flavored with the same things that you actually flavored the glutinous rice earlier, which is like fried shallots, ikan bilis. And here, when you bite into it, it does have a bit of a yummy flavor, a bit floury, but still something that you can hardly find nowadays in Singapore. And when I find it, I normally will buy some to eat. And up next is the soon kueh. And like the yam balls, soon kueh here, these two items need lots of manpower to make, and because of that, it's getting harder and harder to find. So soon kueh here, what you look for here is the translucent rice flour skin, and inside here is actually packed with turnip and maybe like dried shrimp and mushroom. And here, this soon kueh here, the skin, I do like the skin, just that I think when I ordered here, when I ate this soon kueh, it was a bit slightly undercooked. But other than that, a very good soon kueh. And like I said, these kind of things getting harder and harder to find it. We're finding people who make these items traditionally, and when you find these items, you have to eat them. And in this coffee shop, one thing you'll notice when you come here is there's actually a queue from one of the stores here, and this is the store that has the long queue. This for this particular fish soup, and this shop here doesn't really have a name, but it sells fish soup, and it's a very popular store. And if you come here during lunchtime, you have to come early. If not, the queue here is ridiculously long. So I ordered here their fish soup, which cost me $5, another extra 50 cents for the rice. I must say, first of all, the soup here is interesting. Interesting in the sense that when I taste the soup, I cannot actually figure out what is the base of the soup, what was used to make the soup. It doesn't have like any, like when you drink other fish soup, you can taste maybe they use like bones of maybe fish or chicken or pork to make it. Here, I don't think they use that. I'm not really exactly sure what they use, but I suspect maybe some kind of seafood or some kind of root or something to give it a very nice savory flavor. Then one thing I also really like here is the fried fish. The fried fish here, they give me huge pieces, and they actually put in the fried fish up on top of the soup after they prepare the soup. So it's still nice, crispy and crunchy, and lots of it, not to mention lots of vegetables too. And the soup here is really interesting and really good and really surprisingly filling for a fish soup. So if you do come down here and the queue is not too long, I think you should join the queue immediately to try the soup. And lastly, we are at this place here, which is recommended by one of my viewers or commenters, and the name of the place is called Zhou Fried Hokkien Prawn Mee. And here they actually say that they are from Bio Crescent and they make Hokkien sotong mee. And so I went in there, I ordered the Hokkien mee. Surprisingly, no queue, but like I said, for Hokkien mee, it actually depends on when you get the food, because the cooking process to make a good Hokkien mee takes a long time. And here, they definitely make a very good plate of Hokkien mee. It actually cost me $4, and this is their Hokkien sotong mee. You can see here they use 2 types of noodles, and they cook it in a very delicious, very flavorful, full-flavored seafood broth, which is absorbed by the noodles. And the noodles here is super flavorful, and they cook it very well. And another thing that I like is they use lots of pork lard in the dish. So not only do you have small pieces of pork lard in the dish, it also has a very good pork lard flavor. And even though they call this a sotong Hokkien mee, I don't notice more sotong than a normal Hokkien mee. But I must say, they cook the noodles here extremely well, with enough sauce to flavor it very well, and it's still a bit slurpy. Very good flavor, and you can add in the chili, but the chili is also very flavorful. And when you eat the chili sauce is good. It has a very complex flavor, but it doesn't really elevate the flavors of the noodles. So for me, I would prefer to eat the noodles without the chili sauce. And so this brings us to the end of our recommendation food adventure, where you recommended places for me to go and I went there. Some of the places I went to were closed, so I couldn't eat. Some of the places are no longer there, but I tried my best to find the places, and these are some of the things I found. Along the way, along our food adventure, we also found out things, tried food that we haven't tried before, found places that we haven't eaten at before, and I guess that's what a good food adventure should do. So, I hope you enjoyed it, because I definitely did, and keep the recommendations coming. If I get enough recommendations, I may make more videos like this. Anyway, thank you very much. You know what to do. Please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and also subscribing to my channel. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next food adventure. I will see you there. Bye bye.